Hello, I'm Kumar Bal. Today I'm going to talk about an extremely important topic, a public health epidemic in its own right, domestic violence, and what it has to do with this current coronavirus chaos. What is violence? By its own definition, it is a behavior which involves physical force or power to cause hurt, damage, or even kill someone. Domestic violence, as the name indicates, it happens in our homes. According to the World Health Organization, it is a public health problem of epidemic proportions. Domestic violence is direct when it happens to a victim and indirect if one witnesses it or hears about it. Domestic violence doesn't have to be physical in nature. Any behavior meant to gain power and control over another is violence. Some examples: stalking, child abuse, partner abuse, elder abuse, sexual abuse, economical, emotional, and psychological abuse. Domestic violence is also cyclical in nature, and it is present in all social classes, rich or poor. Victims and predators could be found all over the globe. Unfortunately, women are the victims in most cases, and in some children and elderly. Men too are victims, but not so much. Gender inequality is a problem here too, right? According to the WHO, and speaking of women, it is a violation of their human right. One third, or approximately 35% of women worldwide have experienced violence in their lifetime. Up to 38% of women worldwide have been murdered by their male intimate partners. 7% of women globally get sexually assaulted by someone other than their partner. According to the United Nations, the UN, female victims of violence are 2.3% more likely to develop alcoholism and 2.6% more likely to develop depression and anxiety compared to the general population. Domestic violence also leads to suicide, homicide, bodily injuries, unintended pregnancies, abortions and miscarriages, sexually transmitted diseases, and many other health problems. Domestic violence affects children too, who witness it in their household, and it leads to behavioral and emotional problems in them. It also causes infant diseases and death. Domestic violence affects society in general. Women are unable to care for their children at home and unable to contribute to workforce and society in many other ways. Low education, unemployment, prior history of exposure to violence in childhood, infidelity, alcohol and drug use, mental illness, community and cultural norms are some of the risk factors which lead to domestic violence. Male controlling behavior and male sexual entitlement, family honor, and weak legal systems against sexual violence are also noteworthy risk factors. Why are we talking about domestic violence during this coronavirus chaos? We are already stressed out enough, you may ask, with this COVID-19 stuff. Well, that may be true, but please ask and think of those who are at increased risk and already a victim of domestic violence. Let's look at some facts. Unfortunately, on the other side of this mitigation, lockdown, and stay-at-home orders, situation for women, children, and elderly is likely to get worse. Due to staying home together for longer periods of time, the victims are more likely to be exposed to their abusers, resulting in more violence. Add unemployment, financial uncertainties, fear, panic, anxiety, and depression to the mix. In addition, people are trying to remedy this situation with increased alcohol and drug consumption. This is adding fuel to the fire, and it has the potential of becoming a very dangerous situation. Due to prolonged proximities, by staying home together for longer periods these days and unable to get out to ventilate their frustration, relationships are reaching a boiling point. Although people are spending more time together for a change due to this lockdown, unfortunately, as strange as it sounds, the situation may lead to poor communication between them as they had enough of each other. In addition, old wounds and deeds may resurface during blaming each other competitions, causing further marital discord and dissatisfaction. The overall situation is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode if it has not already in some cases. So what to do about it? Let's look at it. According to the World Report on Violence and Health, violence is both predictable and preventable. Prevention of violence can be more effective and it has long-lasting benefits. But how do we prevent it? First and foremost, you need to focus and address some of the things that you directly control, such as try to address some of the risk factors we discussed earlier. Try to improve your communication with your partner. Refrain from alcohol and drugs. Address your own stress, anxieties, and fear. If you have watched my previous videos, I have offered several strategies to address just that, and they are called NORMAL, N-O-R-M-A-L, and Corona, C-O-R-O-N-A, to help you through. For immediate domestic violence situations, dial 911 to alert your local police, especially here in the United States. Contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline by going to their website, thehotline.org, or call 1-800-799-SAFE, 1-800-799-7233. There are many other resources on the World Wide Web that one can visit to take advantage of the available information in your own places and countries. For long-term solutions of domestic violence, early prevention in children by minimizing their exposure to violence to eliminate the cycle of abuse, having role models in their lives to educate them about and against domestic violence, better law enforcement and legal system to punish the predators, economic and independence and empowerment of women, to name a few. In addition, better utilization of healthcare sector where women often end up for urgent treatments after getting injured. Trained healthcare and social workers can appropriately intervene in the emergency rooms. Public awareness and necessary changes in policies to protect women should also be an important factor. And for public in general, if you see something, say something. Once again, thank you for watching, and please share the link with your friends and family, your co-workers and neighbors, and please subscribe to my channel. And lastly, if you haven't already watched, please watch my several other videos for valuable information and strategies to deal with life in general. Thank you.